when we read and write numbers, there is a pattern in them. Once we understand that pattern, we can read and write numbers of any size. I like to divide them into houses, and in each house we have the hundreds, the tens, and the units, and they are repeated in every house. So all that you need to remember is the different house names. Our initial house I like to call the trendsetter's house, where we have hundreds, tens, and units. The next house is the thousands house. After that comes the millions house. After that, we could have the billions house. After that, the trillions, and so on. So what we're going to do here is we're going to include some of these examples. We're going to write them using the house. Between each house, in Australia, we tend to leave a space. So we have to have 3 digits in each house. So let's look at our first example, 15 million. So that has to go in the million house. 15 actually doesn't have any hundreds, but it has 1 10 and 5 units. So that's the 15 million in the millions house. Then go to the thousands house. We have 326,000. So our 3 goes in the hundreds house, 2 in the tens, and the 6 in the units house. Then we need to go to our trendsetters house, where we have 947. 900s, 4 in the tens, 7 in the units. So then we can read that number. And when we read it, we read the number in the house, which is 15, followed by the house name. So 15 million, the number in the house, 326,947. Let's do a second example. This one is 201 million. So looking in the millions house, we've got 2 in the hundreds column, nothing in the tens column, so it's very important that we still put the 0 there to hold the place, and 1 in the units column of the millions house. Then we go to the thousands house. We have 19,000. Again, we don't have any hundreds, but it is most important that we put a 0 in there. We have 1 in the tens column and 9 in the units column. So that represents our 19,000. Then in the trendsetters house, we have 806. So 800, again, no tens, and 6. So we read that number, 201 million, 19,806.